I'm continuing my reading. What I'm doing in this series is to read through the entire standard works of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. This consists of the Bible, the Book of Mormon, the Doctrine and Covenants, and the Pearl of Great Price. I am reading in a chronological order of events, not according to publication or volume, so I will be skipping around a bit as I move along, especially now in the reign of the Kings. Just recently I have read 1 Kings chapter 12, as well as 2 Chronicles chapters 10 and 11. This describes the dividing of the kingdom into the southern kingdom of Judah and the northern kingdom of Israel. We also got a little bit about how Jeroboam, in his first few years, strengthened the defenses of his kingdom of Judah in the south. Now we turn to 1 Kings chapter 13, and this will tell us about the reign of Jeroboam in the northern kingdom. I know Jeroboam and Rehoboam can get kind of confusing, but here we go, chapter 13. Actually, just want to remind you that Jeroboam has set up false worship in the northern kingdom, idol worship, created golden calves in an attempt to completely replace the true religion of God. So, here we go. Jeroboam is smitten and then healed by a prophet from Judah. The prophet delivers his message, is led astray by a prophet from Bethel, and is slain by a lion for his disobedience. Jeroboam continues false worship in Israel. This is an interesting and somewhat odd story. And before I continue reading, I will mention that there is a Joseph Smith translation in this. Now, what the Joseph Smith translation is, this is an inspired translation or correction of the Bible done by Joseph Smith to restore those passages that had been lost over the years. Now, I will be reading this chapter in two parts, and the Joseph Smith translation will be in this first part. So let us get to it. Verse 1. And behold, there came a man of God out of Judah by the word of the Lord unto Bethel. And Jeroboam stood by the altar to burn incense. And he cried against the altar in the word of the Lord, and said, O altar, altar, thus saith the Lord, behold, a child shall be born unto the house of David, Josiah by name. And upon thee shall he offer the priests of the high places that burn incense upon thee, and men's bones shall be burnt upon thee. And he gave a sign the same day, saying, This is the sign which the Lord hath spoken, behold, the altar shall be rent, and the ashes that are upon it shall be poured out. And it came to pass before we continue, this is an interesting. Mentioning somebody by name in prophecy is significant. It doesn't happen a lot. There are a good number of people. Christ is mentioned by name, Mary, Moses and Aaron, Joseph Smith is mentioned by name, Cyrus, the king of Persia, is mentioned by name. Here we have Josiah mentioned by name. It does happen, but in the grand scheme, it's not very often. So, now there is one of the significance here. It shall be rent, meaning torn down, broken up, and the ashes poured out. So not only will the worship be destroyed, the altar, but the sacrifices that are made on it will be desecrated. Anyways, verse 4. And it came to pass, when King Jeroboam heard the saying of the man of God, which had cried against the altar in Bethel, that he put forth his hand from the altar, saying, Lay hold on him. And his hand which he put forth against him dried up, so that he could not pull it in again to him. The altar also was rent, and the ashes poured out from the altar, according to the sign which the man of God had given by the word of the Lord. And the king answered and said unto the man of God, Entreat now the face of the Lord thy God, and pray for me, that my hand may be restored me again. And the man of God besought the Lord, and the king's hand was restored him again, and became as it was before. So the sign is given. The altar is broken down by God, and the ashes poured out. Jeroboam initially is commanding, grab the guy, we're probably going to execute him. But God dries his hand up. That's an interesting description. I'm not exactly sure. Did he literally just suck the water out of his hand and it shrivels up? But he entreats the prophet, and the prophet heals him. Verse 7. And the king said unto the man of God, Come home with me, and refresh thyself, and I will give thee a reward. And the man of God said unto the king, If thou wilt give me half thine house, I will not go in with thee, neither will I eat bread, nor drink water in this place. For so it For so was it charged me by the word of the Lord, saying, Eat no bread, nor drink water, nor turn again by the same way that thou camest. So he went another way, and returned not by the way that he came to Bethel. Okay, now, first of all, Bethel right now is the capital of the northern kingdom. Well, Jeroboam is healed, and he said, I'm going to give you a reward. I think Jeroboam is trying to be sly. He's trying to tempt this prophet away and get the guys to know, I've got my commandment from God, I'm leaving. And he leaves. But here comes the weird part. Verse 11. Now there dwelt an old prophet in Bethel, and his sons came and told him all the works that the man of God had done that day in Bethel. The words which he had spoken unto the king, them they told also to their father. And their father said unto them, What way went he? For his sons had seen what way the man of God went, which came from Judah. And he said unto his sons, Saddle me the ass. So they saddled him the ass, and he rode thereon, and went after the man of God, and found him sitting under an oak. And he said unto him, Art thou the man of God that camest from Judah? And he said, I am. And he said unto him, Come home with me and eat bread. So, now, first one, this is a second prophet. And his son. So not all faithful people fled into Jerusalem, as we read in 2 Chronicles. Some stayed there, and some still worshiped God as they were supposed to. This is another prophet. His sons report back, hey, look at what happened. And he goes and he invites the man to come and eat bread. Remember, the man said that he was commanded not to eat bread or drink water while in Israel, but to get back to Jerusalem. Verse 16. And he said, I may not return with thee, nor go in with thee, neither will I eat bread, nor drink water with thee in this place. For it was said to me by the word of the Lord, Thou shalt eat no bread, nor drink water there, nor turn again to go by the way that thou camest. And he said unto him, I am a prophet also, as thou art. And an angel spake unto me by the word of the Lord, saying, Bring him back with thee into thine house, that he may eat bread and drink water. But he lied unto him. So he went back with him, and did eat bread in his house, and drink water. Now, we're going to stop it there for this video, and we will see how this all goes for the prophets. Neither of these prophets are named, so we don't know who these guys are. Could be Shemaiah, could be Ahijah. Doubtful, because they are named. Probably other prophets, because there were probably several prophets. But it says that he lied to him. So the old prophet is deceiving him. Say, oh no, God told me that it was okay for you to stay here. But let us read this. This is where we get the Joseph Smith translation. Verse 18. As it states in the Joseph Smith translation. He said unto him, I am a prophet also, even as thou. And an angel spake unto me by the word of the Lord, saying, Bring him back with thee into thine house, that he may eat bread and drink water, that I may prove him. And he lied not unto him. In other words, this is a test. The prophet that came out of Judah is being tested. God is saying, look, I sent him, he delivered his message, but I want to test him. So invite him in, and we'll test him. We'll see what he does. This was not a lie. The old prophet was told this by God as a test. And what did the man do? He turned in and he ate bread. Remember, he was commanded not to eat bread here. And he even told the guy, nope, God told me not to. So his first reaction is not to, but when he hears, oh, this guy received his message, an angel told him that I should eat bread with him, so I guess I'll go eat bread with him. Consider that, and we will pick this up in the next video.